welcome to another episode of Devil's Den Radio. I'm your host, DevilJon. As usual, I have some hippies here with me.
But not as usual, because there's like a different...
There's like a different
There's been a change.
man.
There's been a change.
It's changed. You've changed, man.
No, you've changed.
No, man. You changed, man.
No, the two of you have changed.
You're different.
I'm the same.
You're different, man. You're different.
Can't put my finger on it.
I can't put my finger on it either, man. Why we gotta be different, man? Why can't we just be together, man?
I don't know.
I was all West Coast vibe, and now you're bringing me like abruptly back to the East.
Well, I mean, you are back east.
Thanks, bro.
I'm glad your jet lag is finally.
Today was the first human day.
Yeah, this was the first day. I felt normal
yesterday was
again.
kind of human, but like today was the first human day.
Yeah, last night was the first night we got to bed at like a semi-decent hour, too.
Got used to being back in...
Gotta get to bed and pay those bills, so let's do the drop real quick.
Alright.
Why don't you? Got the funky jams in the background. You can go get your funky juice over at bAbY Juice, and you can save on all the deliciousness. They got what? Carrot cake, Heisenberg, all those delicious
Prickleberry. That was my
prickleberry.
favorite.
Yeah, but you can save with a coupon. Devil 10, 20% off. And then you get 10% off at Loose Goose CBD juice. Ain't that fun?
Mm-hmm.
I know that when I vape only the finest of juices. This was
Coupon.
with the coupon. Devil 10, 20% off. I feel like Isaac Hayes should be like,
Yeah, you are
No,
kind of
yeah.
like getting into the funk.
gotta get in the funk, gotta get in the. Yo, I like the P-funk.
I thought you would like funk. So
Yeah,
that's
like the
why
funk. Yeah,
that's
like
why I picked it.
yeah. See that
Fish funk.
fish funk.
See, I don't know.
With a
I
PH,
was
funk with
I
a
was
PH.
hardcore against fish for the first, couple years of our relationship, and I was like, they are weird.
To the
What
point where
hell?
I had honestly accepted
like,
the
what
fact
the
that I
hell
would
is this
most
crap?
likely never get to see fish again.
But if you just
could say with
find-
another
if you
coupon.
know your
Coupon.
audience,
Check
your
the links
audience,
description
and you know,
for all
like,
the coupons.
you can find something that they might appreciate.
Yeah, this is. It's cool.
I knew it.
I guess but
He would tell me he's only been introducing you guys to album stuff. I'm like, what the hell? That's nobody cares about the album.
Well, I mean,
A legit hardcore fish.
I
fan
care about
do,
coupons.
But nobody that doesn't know fish cares.
in the links description. Go over to patreon.com/devilsdenradio and be cool like Shane, VeganJosh, and Mary. You know why? Because they help pay the bills so that we can do this live. We didn't do it live last week though. No show last week. You know why? Guess we'll have to talk about that. But space shit, is ready. So everybody, can get in on that. If you're in the Patreon, get your final dibs on a title. And if your titling is better than what the mock title is, then you get song credits. How about that? 'Cause I write this on the shitter anyway, right?
yeah, that's where you're most creative.
Yeah. I create a lot of good shit on the toilet, man.
Nice.
This is I feel like somebody should be wearing like a like a disco kind of like vest right now.
Soul Train.
Yeah, like a
Like a Soul Train.
like a little Soul
Dance,
Train. Yeah.
You know?
You see some
Soul
pretty
Train
cool
dancing.
dancing in the crowd when they go into funk mode.
Do you get to ever see a Soul Train?
Like an actual
Like a
conga
Soul
line.
Train, yeah. Like where they
No,
part the way, and then
no.
like someone goes down the line and Soul Trains. Eh?
No, but I mean, it's not uncommon for people to kind of really get into it, and other people around them to like just give them some room to let them do it, you know. And then it's kind of fun to watch them. You know, you're happy for him. You're glad he's having a good time. You know.
So I can't remember my first beer.
I mean, the bassist is pretty good. He can really play funk pretty well when he needs to. He's typically not. He plays with a pick most of the time, but when he goes into slap mode, he can do it pretty well.
Slabby the bass. If you did not know, though, from the last episode, we are a pro-cannabis podcast.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
And I can now proudly say, as a New Jersey resident, that we are we are legal now for recreational sales and consumption and possession.
Well, I'm a patient in Pennsylvania.
So we are all consuming legally
Yes, we are.
purchased weed. Although
Which,
I
we
want
are
to
in,
mention that I am not in New Jersey right now.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
you're
It
in
was
neutral
purchased
territory.
legally.
You're in neutral territory now.
Mostly legal.
But you're not doing it
consumption
while
right
I
now.
was gonna say you can tell by the brand on what you're using that came from a dispensary. I know the name
Yeah.
because it's sold here too. And like
See?
police also know the brands that come from dispensaries and are trained on it, so that
Oh,
they
really?
can spot the difference.
That's helpful.
Yes.
To know. Be like, see, it's dispensary weed.
Yep. I can't, and I'm a New Jersey resident. As long as you're not using it while driving or appear to be under the influence, you're fine.
Well, therein may lie the problem, but
He's like, dude, I'm hiring giraffe pussy right now. It's like, fuck.
because now that it's legal, I'm like, fucking Target, fucking,
Target.
I'll just do it right here in the vegetable aisle.
Can't do it anymore. That's fine.
Well, it's vegetables in the vegetable aisle.
Yeah.
They're with their cousin.
Yeah,
It's a plant,
the
right?
devil's lettuce.
So it's
It's
just
all
being.
related.
Yeah, it's all relative.
Yeah, it's all part of the same salad. See what I did there?
Cops aren't gonna care.
Specious. It's the same species.
Cops aren't gonna care about your salad.
Yeah, they're gonna hope that somebody toss your salad.
No.
Wait, no, almost make me choke on my drink.
Sorry, I did not mean for that. But it is showtime, so
It
you know what
is.
that means. But I will say, like, the wittiness of like Thursdays, like it finally came back. Like, I was like, ugh, because I didn't know if I was gonna be able to do it. Because Tuesday was like rough,
You're
real
dragging,
rough.
You're mentally like not
Like and
not sharp yet.
But like I did the UABB tour, which was just 3 days, but it was 3 days across fucking Texas, so it was a span of 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
So I did 5 days across fucking Texas, and then fucking flew home after being stuck in Texas for a 6th day because my flight got canceled because Orlando is a shithole and fucking, gets storms all the fucking time. And then they're like, yeah, we're taking you right back to the terminal because there is storms in Orlando and we do not have another area to take you.
I got stuck in an airport once. It was kind of cool, like with Columbia Airport in South Carolina. And
I was not trying to do that though, dude.
oh man,
I
they
went and
shut
got
down. That's such a small airport. They closed the airport, and like there was me and like maybe 75 other people just there, and they were like, okay, well, we'll get you out when we can. We're closing up for the night, so good night. We're like, wait, what?
Yep.
And so after like an hour, we're like, okay, now I'm starting to get hungry. Like, what's going on? There's like nothing here. So we start panicking. And they did get...
I'm eating that guy
There
first.
was a snowstorm, so there was still a chance that eventually we could get out. And I had a connecting flight in Philly, and then I was supposed to hop a little plane to New York, so Philly to New York. And I'm like, they basically said, if you're only going to Philly, we're going to leave like in 10 minutes because we have a really short window. But I was going to New York, so I quick ran to like a payphone, and I called whoever was picking me up, and I was just like, change plans, pick me up in Philly, see you in like 3 hours, you know? So I hopped the plane. There was 25 people on that flight. It was the coolest flight I'd ever been on. I had a whole plane to myself. It was awesome.
Nice.
And everyone was like having a good time, you know, even the flight crew was like very relaxed. So I was like, I'm never going to be on another flight like this, but this is cool. Anyway, that's my story.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. There was well, I would say the flight there was not too bad. We had a nice lady that was with us. She like slept like right
She
away.
was quiet and slept. But we were delayed 3 hours, so
that
that
blows.
kind of was not fun.
Yeah,
Well,
traveling itself is not fun.
This is the captain speaking.
Yeah, we
we
were
have to turn
sitting
you
in
back
the
to the
damn
terminal now because
What was the term?
Flight crew legality issues. So I
boy.
googled this because I'm like, what the hell does that
legality
mean?
issues.
It means somebody was going to be over the number of hours that they were legally able to fly. It was actually an attendant, not a pilot. So they had to replace the entire crew then. If it was one, then it had to be all. I learned that day. Thanks to Google.
Well, at least they take their labor laws seriously.
Yeah.
I would rather, have a safe flight than one where someone falls asleep.
Well,
and
they are
gets
federally
hurt.
protected.
That's true.
And then, the way
What's up, Slumpkin?
the way home, we almost
He's joined
missed
us
our
in the
flight
live chat
entirely.
here. Funk that.
Funk that.
This is one of my favorite jams too.
I can't hear it.
Wow.
It's
What's up,
2001.
Lucky? Hey, everybody. But, the jet lag, obviously, which one leads into the big elephant in the room. Was like, well, how was it? Right? Well, yeah.
How was it?
It was, the flight over was alright, like I said. It was okay. Getting in was pretty breezy.
What was your first impression of Vegas when you got there?
I wasn't like, ooh, but like, I was like, alright.
It's very touristy.
Yeah,
They know that if you're going there,
Yeah.
it's because you're not from there.
yeah.
Definitely.
But like, most of the people that are there are already transient-y.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, where are you from? He's like, oh, I'm from New Jersey. He's like, but get the fuck out. What the fuck are you doing over here? I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
So what hotel did you stay in?
We
didn't
stayed in
know
an
hotel.
Airbnb.
Airbnb,
Oh, okay.
man.
No, that's cool.
Mhm.
But you went
A
up
little
to
more
Fremont
private.
Street.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
had a car.
That's cool. Oh,
so
that's
we were
right. you
able
rented a
to
car.
go everywhere. Yeah,
That's awesome. That was smart.
BMW i3, so it's technically a hybrid, but mostly runs off
Yeah.
of electric
It's
charge.
mostly electric.
Cool.
But,
Yeah. Not so
the-
cool to drive through.
shut up. Hold on. You can't spoil. Can't spoil. That's the best one. It's
It's
just,
the best story by far.
but getting into, like, you said the Vegas impression, right?
Mhm.
Well, at first, when you walk into Vegas, right, there's this wonderful new smell of Vegas. Do you know what that smell is?
Please, is it weed?
Straight up cannabis, my friend.
Really?
Everywhere.
as soon as you even come out of the airport, it's like,
In the
damn,
air.
motherfucker! Like, did y'all motherfuckers just like, we're gonna be in the parking garage and we're gonna blaze this bitch before we go home.
Walk through
it's like
the
I take
stairwell
this like fucking being high in the sky very seriously. It's like, holy shit. It came out and it
That's
smelled
cool.
like a whole loud pack. But
Alright.
but the problem is out also on Fremont Street and all the other shit. They're selling the Delta 8 and all the
Yeah.
other bullshit.
And trying to pass it
And they're
off
trying to
as the
pass
real
it off
deal.
as
Really?
real deal to tourists and shit.
But you got to go to the dispensary.
You got to go to the
have to,
dispensary.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's recreational, and
But you're around,
and
right?
they limit you.
They're everywhere.
They put a limit on you.
Okay.
They do limit
How
your
are the prices?
grammage, but the prices depending on what you're getting and what brands
Which
you're
dispensary.
consuming. It can be very expensive or it can be very affordable. Depends on what you're doing. Welcome, Narnia, oh my
Yay,
god,
welcome.
Bex, she's
Aw.
back. She's our posh friend.
Oh, nice.
Our posh
From
friend
across
now.
the pond.
She's like,
Yes.
she's like, I'm not fucking posh. How many times do I fucking tell you? It's like, you're posh to us. Our pond sister,
That's
you
cool.
know, across the pond.
Have you ever heard Fish before? I'm finally getting them to listen to Fish.
Yeah, he's playing the fucking Fish right now. Let's see. My Posh Girls intro, I don't know where that is right now, honestly. And my phone is downstairs charging because I definitely fucked up. And I was like, eh. So then we let our guest hippie, take over the vibes.
Yes.
Oh, that's me.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
'Cause
so
I guess technically
so she
now,
chose jams.
Yeah, Mississippi's here with us today.
Missis-
Mississippi.
Mrs. Hippie.
Yeah, because I guess I'm no longer a hippie.
No,
Yeah.
you know you're
Spell-
Mrs. Devil now.
Spell Mississippi,
Yeah.
real fast, 3 times. You're like, no.
Yeah, no. That'll just sound weird.
Aww.
I can't read it. What does it say?
She said she came on
Aw,
specifically
thank you very
to
much.
say congrats. That really means so much to us.
nice.
That's so
Thanks a lot.
sweet.
Yeah, it was hot as shit in that desert though.
Deserts
Yeah.
are hot.
Being in a fucking monkey suit, in the desert.
Suit in the desert.
Suit in the desert. No.
Yikes.
Ugh. And I chose like wool. You know what I mean? But it was but it's breathable.
You looked good though.
Yeah, look good.
Right?
It had to go with the fucking theme because as soon as because she like threw like hints, and there's one thing that I've learned from coexisting around female coworkers: just listen a little bit to the subtlety things because they give
They
you
speak
all
in
that.
subtleties.
Yeah, they speak in subtleties. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But like. If you get the subtleties, then it's like that's the
wonder
major
why
shit.
we don't pick up on it.
Yeah, and
I
it's
mean,
like,
duh.
boom. It's like boom.
I mean, I put it out there for you to eventually maybe
You should
find
be
it.
a mind reader.
Like I had a fucking
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah,
You should be a mind reader.
exactly. How dare I?
shit. I like the way I got in with this was because I knew the coffee order.
Yep, that's he's paid attention to the
the-
little details.
The
Okay.
iced chai
Bringing
with
my
low fat
Starbucks.
milk and
Okay.
sugar-free vanilla.
Sounds delicious.
It's fantastic.
All right.
honestly. But he'd bring me one every afternoon.
Bam.
Just about, yeah.
What a good husband.
Damn it! I need to stop hitting the fucking cable. That's my fault.
Yeah, stop
Oh,
doing
it's
that.
I'm
you.
trying to fucking read the shit. Nobody else is
I
reading
can
it.
barely read that. Yeah.
Yeah, because and you got your glasses. What the
How
hell?
how haven't we figured out a way to enlarge the font on that screen?
Well, I can. I just haven't.
Yeah, you're old. You can't read small.
Oh my
Zoom
god,
into
it was so
old
easy. You
people.
did that so easily.
Seriously, John.
Why have you never done that?
You're a dick.
It's like you're a fucking asshole. It's like, yeah, I get it. All right.
Oh, I have to totally do a photo dump because, especially on Insta, we put a bunch of them on Facebook, but we're kind of slacking on the Instagram side.
Yeah, we got her post up on there. But she's been checking on the sister. Checking in on you. Checking on them posts.
So
but thank you.
sweet. Means a lot. lot to us. We had like such a good trip though in general. Like
It was interesting.
such a journey.
But the first night there, like I said, first impressions, it was like, it seems kind of busy because we did land like right as like shit's popping.
Yeah, it was like 2 a.m.
Oh,
when
man.
we landed.
Shit's still popping
Oh my god,
We
yeah.
were just exhausted.
until like 4. You know what
And
I
there's
mean?
no clocks or windows in any of the casinos, so
Nope.
it's like once you're in there, you have no concept of time.
Nope, you're in a time warp.
And they pump
again.
oxygen through the window, through the ventilation system, so it's like you never get drowsy. You're
Right.
always alert.
Oh yeah, you want to just keep going when you're there.
And you
because
have
it's
all the mental
exciting.
energy to do it, you know? It's like, and then they feed you the drinks, and, you know, it's all... They know how to get you.
They do. They definitely have the psychology down when it comes to keeping people in there.
I mean, it's fascinating.
It-
think about
and then
it.
not only that,
people
the
watching is superb.
Oh,
the
yeah.
exhibits and stuff that they put inside these casinos as well. They make it like you know, a walkthrough exhibit, and it's like, oh well, while I'm here, I guess I could gamble.
What? Let me just throw $20.
I mean, there's a
in
little
over here
slot
to see
machine
what
on, like,
happens.
every countertop all throughout the entire city.
You can't even go to a
I'll tell you right now.
grocery store without there being a casino in it.
Yeah, right?
Most of the faces that I've seen at the slots, not a lot of happy faces.
No.
That's what I've
The
never...
odds are never.
I'm glad I've never gotten into gambling, because it would just...
Like, I don't see too many happy faces.
I've only really gambled like one time, really, and like enjoyed it because I figured out a system that was like very.
But then there's the people that'll be like, well, I go to gamble for the free drinks, and it's like,
yeah,
it's like,
They're not
what do
really
you
free,
mean they're not free, you dumbass? You're feeding the machine, and they're gonna feed you booze, so you try to feed the machine again, you dumbass. Like, what do you mean? That's paid booze. Like, you might as well have just gone to a bar
Well, I'll
that
just
has
stand by
like
the
one of those
roulette
fucking
table
like touch screen
and
things.
spit
Like,
on
you're like
red or
mega
black.
touch.
You know what I mean?
I'm mega touching at the bar.
I'll stand at the roulette table. It's roulette, right? Yeah, roulette. And I'll just do
Yeah,
red.
it's roulette,
I'll
right?
do red or black, but I'll wait until it hits red like 3 times in a row. I'm like, okay, the odds are it's probably gonna hit black eventually. You know, so that's when I'll put down like a little bit. You know, so I'm not losing a lot, but I'm not winning a lot. But I'm still standing at the table, so while I'm here, might as well order a drink. You know.
Yeah.
I used to do
Yeah.
poker tournaments in AC when I was younger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you go in, it's like a buy-in or whatever, and you'd have to beat out like everybody, you know, the tables, and then that's how you advance. And I did that a couple times, and Mike can attest because we played poker with his friends when we were first dating, and I'm good at poker because I used to go to Atlantic City with my boyfriend at the time. He was older, and I wasn't able to gamble, so I would just watch. So, but I play like I'm stupid. Like I feel like I don't know what I'm doing.
She plays the dumb card.
But I do know what I'm doing. So
you end up getting
She gets
So I
everybody
can
like, you know,
pretty good.
kind of like helping her
I
out,
can
being
be
a
pretty
little.
good. Sometimes, you know, I'm not. Sometimes I'm not on the achy, but poker is fun.
I don't even
Poker's
know how to play.
I'm
so.
like that with pool and dominoes. Like, I play like really
Darts
dumb with
for me.
pool. Like the first game, I do like I call it my warm up. I do all like the oddball shit and like purposely miss shit. And I'm like, I missed. Oh, so shit.
And then
What
I
you
can-
want to put? You want to play $50? You said
50? No, I wouldn't jump to 50 that fast. My God. I'd be
All right,
like,
how about
no,
20?
I don't want to play with you.
How about 20?
No, more like 5. God.
$5, man.
Mike's cheap
$5,
like
I'm
man.
cheap.
That's gonna buy a bottle of water these days, bro.
All right, like enough to buy a drink at least. So maybe
All right.
10.
Sorry,
Maybe
so
10.
$10. All right. Well, you know, if I'm trying to run pockets, man, I'm trying to get this done quick. You know what I mean? I try
Yeah,
to
but
start
you're also
high.
trying to like hustle people, not just rape them.
Well,
Maybe he is
well,
trying
no,
to just rape 'em.
well, no, because
know.
usually if they feel really confident in their shit and they like beat me in that first game, then they're gonna be like, ooh, well, hell yeah, $50, hell yeah, man, I'll take your fucking
Maybe.
money.
Maybe.
It's like, yeah,
I don't know. Not me.
I just gaslighted you, motherfucker. Boom, shit up to fail.
But yeah, the gambling aspect of things was definitely not what we went to Vegas for, which sounds like crazy to most
But there's so much other stuff to do.
Yeah, there's a lot of dispensaries. There's a lot of cool, like, fucking state parks. There's a lot of cool, like, things, you know, in general. There's a lot of good, you know, Mexican food. There's a lot of tribal land.
Shows to see, of course.
There's a
we
lot
did
of
go
art
to a
exhibits there,
comedy
too.
show.
There. That was the
comedy
first time
show?
I did a
Fun.
comedy
Yeah, we went
show.
to the Laugh Factory, actually.
in
nice.
Tropicana.
Did you see anybody that we would know?
Somebody that was on the Conan O'Brien show. It was nobody like, you know,
Nobody
big, though.
like huge, but they were funny. Like we were
Yeah, they were
still
pretty
like
good.
joking about the jokes that we heard and things like that afterwards. So,
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I mean that some of it definitely stuck with us, and we were laughing the whole time. So
Yeah, it was
good
pretty
time
good.
with that.
It was like a
Oh,
And-
wait.
and I
just
think the
heard-
one,
did
too,
you-
was from
did
the
you guys
East Coast.
meet, like, Lil Kim or something?
no. Little Kim was on my shirt. It was
yeah,
a Supreme
it was a shirt
shirt.
I bought him before we went.
Oh, I thought you met Lil Kim.
I
I
saw
was
the
like,
comment.
I'm so jealous. I love Lil Kim.
So I was going to ask you, did you happen to, like, come across any celebrities as you were going around? Because that's kind of common.
Honestly, like I didn't like, you know, like peep out too much. Like, but really, we had our like borderline itinerary
Mm-hmm.
because I have a concept with vacation where it's like if you try to schedule an itinerary like too strictly, you're going to hate that vacation.
Oh yeah, no, you got to have a little bit of a lot of flexibility.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
do
It
what
was
you want on a
very
whim because you don't know
flexible.
everything that's there.
Correct.
you know?
Exactly. We had like things that we knew we wanted to do for sure, so we put them on the schedule. But we didn't go too crazy. Like we left it pretty loose that we could do what we wanted to, which is how we managed to, I would say, make our pilgrimage of sorts through the desert.
Yeah.
Guys did a lot of driving.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing we had unlimited miles on that BMW.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's say.
Yeah.
That must have been cool though, cruising through the
was.
desert in that
It was
car.
kind of cool, except for the fact that like it had a top speed of, you know, go-kart, and
You're driving a BMW and you're going like 50 miles an hour on an open road. That's got to be like
embarrassing.
And
Aw.
let's just say there
Why do you
weren't
have a top
always,
speed?
Oh,
there weren't always charge stations available when we needed them either, shall we say? And the
And when
gas tank was how big, John? How big?
2 gallons.
2 gallons.
Dos.
Jesus Christ. You didn't think that
And-
through.
No, and let's just say one of the planned charge stops, when we arrived, the charge station was down.
Oh, of course.
And the next one was well beyond the distance that we could make it on.
So what do you do? What do you do in
charge
that
or-
situation?
What did we do?
What did we do?
Well, at
Well, I had
first,
my pissy fit
Okay.
as I went and stormed right into the bathroom to
I
go
thought
take
I was
a piss.
going to hear a man scream from inside because I've never seen him so close to breaking down in my existence. So
Well, you're stuck in the middle of the desert.
right, we thought we were going nowhere and might die there. So, and really no one cared. So I had to stand there and like honestly meditate. I like went into like a trance like state staring at the wall of hats in this fucking desert gas station. It was like, holy shit, what are we going to do?
Which is a whole thing in itself.
Right, because I'm
Yeah.
like, holy fuck, I gotta bring myself to a centered place because he's not in a good place right
yeah,
now.
but
and
those, but
he's
those like middle
usually
of nowhere
logic.
like truck stops, they're
Well, we were literally at one that said last stop Arizona. So it's like, yeah, that sounds a little scary. So I'm like, okay, let me breathe here. Okay. So then the genius came to me that we needed to buy a gas can and have like extra to fill up on along
Okay.
our journey. So that way, if there wasn't a gas station, there wasn't a charge station, at least we could fill up with more fuel and get at least a little bit further.
how many miles a gallon could you get?
About 45.
All right,
So we could get about 80 because of the inclines and
Yeah,
things.
we were climbing up
All right.
7,000 feet, people.
So you got a gas
7,000
can?
feet above. Yes, we did. We purchased a 2-gallon gas can at Walmart
Look at that.
While charging.
while charging. Yeah, we coasted on fumes to the next gas station where we were able to fuel up, and then we were able to get to a charge station.
Okay, cool.
And Walmart and get food and get
How long
back
does
on
it take
course.
to charge one of those cars?
Almost an hour.
Almost an hour.
That's not terrible.
It's not
You
terrible.
could kill an hour
but-
in a reasonable.
It's a
But
lot when
if
you're
we were-
trying to go like 300 miles.
I was gonna say, yeah, we were trying to go 300 miles, and
in one direction, mind you,
Yeah.
just to get to the vineyard that we were
like,
trying.
if it was
to
a day
go to.
trip, it was not the vehicle for that.
No,
but
no,
if
no.
for sightseeing and being in an area where it's like, okay, well, we're gonna have a lot of downtime, so let's just enjoy the fucking scenery.
But let me tell you, like,
Yeah.
it was one of the greatest bonding experiences ever because we managed to do what was practically impossible, which is planning out a trip basically around the Grand Canyon on Route 66 to the vineyard of, like, one of our favorite musicians. So it was
Maynard
really,
James Keenan. So we made it all the way to Cadesis,
Very cool.
yeah, in
Jesus.
Jerome, Arizona.
Wow.
which, the picture, if you see it on Instagram or Facebook, of me looking at my glass at the Grand Canyon brewery, where my eyes are all like wide open and I'm just
He's
staring
just-
at it, like
yeah.
that's as best as I could, describe,
Here it is.
that feeling.
We were like
Wow.
beat at that point, and we weren't even there
I
yet.
was like, yeah, we're like,
That was
I
the
think
little
this
brewery.
I think this is it. I think we're done. I think we're done here. I think this is done.
Here's the road leading into Jerome. There are
That looks
portions.
like a really nice drive.
It was beautiful, but it was terrifying because there were these like hairpin turns where there are
Some
portions.
guardrail.
There was like absolutely no guardrail.
some of the
just
guardrail is
down
wood.
the side of a mountain.
It's a wooden guardrail. in
What's
some
that
spots.
gonna do?
That ain't gonna do shit. I'm gonna go straight off this fucking cliff.
I was like shaking and like, thank God John's driving because I would be having a panic attack right now, especially when other cars would start
Yo,
coming at you.
Not
It
only
was-
that,
Oh,
all right, Austin Powers. You've seen the movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
All right.
see stuff like that.
Do you remember his little offspring, Dr. Evil's offspring?
Yeah.
Mini-me?
Mini-me. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the sound. Like, remember when he got kicked out of the spaceship? And he went out into space?
Yeah.
That's the sound the car
would
made
make.
going up the hill.
Oh
When
my
he'd have
god.
to put the four-ways on because it would drop down to like 15 miles per hour
Oh my
sometimes
God.
because we would be at like 2% charge and switch over to gas, and you would think that's when you would have
That's
more
why-
power.
I mean-
no, that's when we'd lose power and it'd be there. We'd go
Are all electric cars like that?
up the side of the mountain.
Forget it. No.
Oh my God, it was terrifying. And he'd have his foot like the gas
Dude,
pedal.
there was no way-
all
It's like
the
driving a
way
golf
down.
cart.
That's what I
It's
fucking
like a
just
golf
said.
cart.
It literally was. It was awful.
It's
It
the
was-
same thing. You're
It's a
coming up a hill.
long
You're
range-
like, why
a-
can't it go up
a
this
long
stupid
range
little-
literally like-
off-road golf cart?
Oh my god.
up the hill, and then it would like when we'd get to the top.
You just
and
made
get
the
to
whole
start
world car path
descending.
only.
It was the best feeling in the
Yep.
world when we could coast again, and that thing would pick up speed and start charging on its own a little bit, but because it would,
Cut
and then it would make a
back
happy noise. The car literally would made a happy noise. Yeah, it made good noise then. Oh, and if you went over a bump, it had a noise for that too. It would go over bumps. It was like ridiculous like that. By the end of the trip, we'd be like, oh, the car's happy. Oh no, it's dissatisfied. Didn't like that
Are all
bump.
electric cars like that?
I have no idea.
I have
This
no
is
idea,
the
but
only
that's how
one
the
we've ever
BMW
been
was.
Oh
in.
my god, that sounds so weird.
Well, I heard BMWs just in general are actually like pretty shitty cars.
It's
so.
like really bitchy,
It
but
depends on which model.
Just a bitchy car.
They are
here,
kind
you
of
want to
bitchy,
see some
though.
pictures of the
Usually the people
thing?
that have BMWs that love them also work on cars too.
One of my friends,
This
her
is what
son
we
works on
drove
BMW.
through
She has
Fun.
one, but she does
the
admit
desert.
the issues that they have. So
It was actually really cute. Like, we're considering getting Trinity one.
What?
For her first car.
what?
It's just to drive around because it's very fuel efficient.
I don't know. I have opinions
A
about
BMW
first,
for a teenager's
First cars for a
car? Are you out of your
teenager?
goddamn mind?
You got to get something you're willing to like.
My God,
like
which you could like
because
what
it's
the
inevitable.
hell?
You know.
That's a crazy car payment for a young.
Those aren't the electric ones aren't very expensive. You can get them used off of Carvana for like 17.
Still,
I don't know. I think buying a car right now in general is stupid. Just the way the
Yeah,
way the
right now
prices
it's
are.
a little fucked
The
up.
used market's way too high.
Oh yeah, we're not talking about.
There's
now.
no inventory in the new market. You know.
Gotta wait till things improve.
Things get sold out quick, like the
That's
the
what I
Jeep
mean.
the Jeep 4xe Compass
Mm-hmm.
sold out.
I don't
When
know.
they
Is
dropped
that a good
that.
thing or bad thing?
Well, it's a good thing for Jeep, because
Yeah.
it's their first, hybrid engine,
Yeah.
which is a step in the right direction for the
But
brand.
I used to think like certified pre-owned was like totally the way to go. But
now you
even
gotta go
now,
new.
it's just like you're still overpaying. What you would pay for pre-owned now is what it would be brand new. What it should be brand new.
That's why, I don't know. I'm glad that I got my vehicles when I did, because when everything started going crazy,
Mhm, you got it right before that.
I was like, it's like literally right before that. I bought my house right before shit got fucking stupid crazy.
oh wow.
And I was like, wow. And then every single person is like, and you don't play the lottery? And I'm like, no, I'm not a gambler, man. I don't do that shit. And they're like, you fucking lucky bitch.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we made it all the way to Jerome, and that shit was
And
beautiful,
back.
though.
Yeah.
And back. Which we had a better route back, honestly.
We
It was
did, plus we knew what we were doing.
the elevation going back down, obviously.
Oh, it was
helped.
more downhill going
It was
back.
a little bit more
Right.
downhill.
Oh, that works.
Honestly, like, we had the timing of when we would have to use the gas can and when we'd have to stop to recharge and all of these sorts
So
of
you
things.
did have to use a
figured
gas
out.
can?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
had to.
multiple
Yeah, in some
times.
spots in Arizona.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
because they're not. They have a lot of charging stations. Like they're like really equipped in that.
So you
sense.
would say that probably if that car had like maybe like a 5-gallon gas tank, then it would be a much different experience driving.
Totally.
It
Okay.
definitely would have been a big
5-gallon
difference.
isn't much to like.
Or if it was a Tesla with a bigger battery storage,
Mhm.
it would have been a better.
But I would have much rather had one of our Jeeps in that situation. period.
Yeah, doing that ride in one of the Jeeps would have been
Would have been
sexy as
awesome.
fuck. Because I love my Jeeps.
Yeah.
And just to have and to be out in the desert to really have the Jeep and
Windows
enjoy
down.
windows down,
Next time,
in
we
my
definitely
as
will
I
have
I like to call it when
So
you have
what
a
you see in the
Wrangler
commercials,
and you take it off, you know what I mean? That's the titties out. You know what I mean? Like when you take the roof off the fucking Wrangler, you gotta let the titties out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I kind of like flash titties, you know what I mean, in my Jeep because I have the sun roof, so I just flash titties. I don't get to.
You
I don't
just
get.
show-
I don't
you
go.
just
I
show
don't go full
cleavage and
nude.
side boob and under boob.
Yeah, it's just like.
You just got like nipple tassels.
Yeah, exactly. I did just the bare minimum to get beads.
So
You get sympathy beads.
I get sympathy beads.
that's how we basically spent our entire Monday was driving back and forth
Aw.
to the winery and making that little pilgrimage, which was pretty cool, and we bought a bottle of wine, which made it all the way back to Pennsylvania with us.
Did you drink it yet?
Not yet.
Oh, wow.
No, we're gonna share it with the
We
brother.
want to wait for Jer.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay.
So that way
Yeah,
when we
so-
give him his shirt that we picked up for him, we
Because
can...
at the Prudential Center show with Mike Frank, him and Ash, we had cracked the seal on a Caduceus bottle
Yeah.
there, so
You
I
can
figured it was
order it
only
online.
befitting. you know.
Okay.
But we went to the place,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
So,
Nice.
It's just, and it literally traveled how far with us, so it's kind of special. We want to share it with him.
It was a very expensive shipping and handling.
Oh Lord. Yes.
She was like, "That's too tsunami, bitch."
Yes, it was.
Anyway.
Very expensive shipping and handling on that motherfucker.
But we did check out Malwolf. That was a cool art
Yeah,
exhibit
we did
stuff.
that.
Check that out, people. It's psychedelic-y and fucking like really
Very
black
cool.
lighty. But just be mindful of when you do go, because when you go back out into the sunlight,
It
your
hurts.
eye pussies are going to
Oh.
hurt.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
it's like dark in there.
Because you
It's
don't know
really
what
cool.
time it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, it's like worse than coming out of some of the casinos sometimes. Like, where you're like, Jesus Christ, you guys like
we
dim
had
the lights in
had
there?
to have the
Shit.
sunglasses on us all the time. But yeah, we did that, the artsy stuff, basically the day before our wedding.
That's really cool, though.
there's
I mean,
the-
that's the touristy sightseeing stuff, but that's awesome because they do it really well. You
And
know?
then not only that, we commemorated the trip.
The tattoos,
with the
that's right,
tatties.
yeah.
There are tattoos. I can't pull up my pant legs.
How did it
I have
feel getting
leggings
it on the back of your arm there?
It was touchy.
Yeah.
I originally was thinking, because, you know, I wanted to expand my piece from my shoulder down with my fire tiger. And I'm like, yeah, that'd be a cool idea. But then I'm like, let's put it on the elbow. And I'm like, that's a bad idea, John. And then eventually he was like, that's not gonna last too well, my friend. And I was like, all right, cool. So then, you know, he knew what he was, you know, so he placed it a little bit higher, and I'm good with that, because I can work with that. I was like,
No.
I went for like the side of my knee because I already have stuff on my shin and my thigh, so it can be connector stuff can be added in between and around it, so it'll all kind of work together then.
yeah, she's like a real live doodle bear.
Fuck you.
I kind of want another tattoo, and it sucks because Bonnie's cousin is a really good tattoo artist, and he moved to Florida like a year ago. And like
Dude,
all those years where he lived
the-
up here, I never.
The airport that we live next to, like, goes in and out of Florida every fucking day.
Go down there, get a tattoo.
Go down and
And
get
it's
a
only
tattoo.
like an hour
it's
and a
like
half flight. It's
so
no
like
big
you can
deal.
you can go.
They
for
keep
like
inviting us down there. We should go.
Yeah,
And
I
when
think
we
I-
go down there, I'll get a tattoo.
I think
from
I
Danny.
flew round trip to Florida from there for like
Shit,
130
I'll take a
bucks.
trip with
Like,
you
it
so that I
was
can get a tattoo too. 'Cause
He
if-
does like the old school, like traditional style, Sailor
He's done
Jerry-ish.
mine.
Yeah, he did all Bonnie's.
Oh, that's
most part.
cool.
Yeah.
I don't have a ton, but like my chest.
She's got
and
some
things.
good ones, though. She's got them in the right places.
Yeah. He's like,
That wasn't a dirty
like,
thing. I mean,
yeah.
no,
It
there,
complements her
yeah.
body well.
yeah, there's
There's
no,
nothing
but
wrong
you
with
know
it.
that there's some people out
Would you
there
ever
like
get
they
a
just.
matching tattoo?
with you?
Yeah.
Why not?
There's a lot of people with some tattoos where you're like, that's what you chose. Like,
Well,
like
I wouldn't want something stupid like half a heart. You know what I mean?
the one thing that I never really understood, and I know this is probably gonna piss some people off, and I'm sorry if this is you. I'm sorry. But wordy ass tattoos, like
Oh,
you know
like
what I
the
mean?
Ones
Like
that are like more than a small
it's like
number
you
of
wrote
words,
like the
yeah.
whole fucking Bible verse on your
I don't
fucking
get it.
arm.
Yeah, because now it just looks like
Stupid.
like you
Like
have
that's
a bunch of
fucking
lines on
dumb.
you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucking dumb. And not
Yeah.
only that, like, and the reason why I'm saying that, because I'm trying to advocate for these artists. Like, why don't you just say, hey, why don't you take this Bible verse and see what you come up with, like with an image, you know, that speaks this concept.
Yeah, I'd much rather do an image that says that depicts something that has like a special meaning. That's what's always made it hard for me to like pick a tattoo, you know? Probably why I didn't get one for so long. But I have matching ones with my brother. We have our family crest. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, that's right. And Slumpkin King has the OG, and and is one of the first with a Devil's Den radio tattoo,
oh, that's right.
and it's on his ass cheek. You know why? Because if you don't like Devil's Den radio, you can kiss his fucking ass.
That's funny.
I said that. He didn't say that. That's my words. I speak for him in this
I
moment.
forgot about the devil.
But I'm sure he's thinking about it like, yeah, Yeah, if you don't like it, yeah, you can kiss my ass. Because it says DDR. It's either that or, it's like I lost in a DDR competition and I had to get DDR tattooed.
Dance Revolution. Yeah.
Dance Revolution.
World champion.
I'm a world champ, man. Well, I was in the regionals, but got beat.
I always think of that fucking Grandma's Boy.
Yeah. Oh, what does high score mean? Did I beat it? Did I break it? Did I break it?
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
John is forever saying that.
High score.
Especially when we go to the arcade or something like that.
Excuse me, sir. I think I broke it. It just keeps saying high score. Not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I just. I'm not really getting this game. I must not get it. But obviously the wedding happened. The wedding
On 420, of course.
on 420. So all my stoner friends out there, light up.
So would you get like an officiant to come out there with you or something? Or
Yeah.
It was a whole package.
It was a whole
yeah.
package.
Nice.
And they picked us up in a limo at our Airbnb, and then drove us to the Valley of Fire State Park.
Oh, nice.
And the officiant and photographer met us there, and they filmed the ceremony and did pictures for like an hour then afterwards. So.
We'll leave it at that. But
Very
check
cool.
the photos out. They're dope.
Sounds good. That sounds like it was a really awesome time.
It was a really good experience, yeah.
It's cool seeing the desert.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like in Nevada's first state park.
Yep, we got married in Nevada's first state park, which is like pretty special. So, like,
Yeah, so everybody goes to like the little white chapels and all the other. There's so many fucking like drive-through fucking weddings and shit. Like
I
you
know,
know what
it's
I mean? It's
weird,
like
right?
really fucking weird.
if
It's
it,
like you can be in a Harry Potter wedding. You can be in like everything.
Ah.
You could be Elvis weddings still.
What's the weirdest thing you saw?
It's
in
like
Vegas?
people still want Elvis weddings. It's like, jeez, like
That's
like,
the whole thing. People are
like
obsessed
nobody,
with that.
nobody, like I was like nobody.
I work with someone who is a Elvis. She got married in an Elvis wedding.
It's like, how old are you? Like, what the fuck? Like, it's like it reminds me of my grandma. Yeah, that's what your fucking grandma listened to when you were that was like she was your age.
What was the weirdest thing you saw in Vegas?
The weirdest
taking
thing?
a shit under an underpass.
The what?
In a bag, yeah,
yeah,
dude taking
a shit in a bag
underpass.
under an underpass.
That's cool.
We both were gonna answer the same thing,
I was like,
and
yeah.
it was like as we were getting ready to leave, we're like, and
Well,
John's
goodbye,
like,
Nevada.
yeah, we both looked and we're like, see this guy taking a shit. We're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say we perfectly timed that. Damn it, Tootsie, that's you. Get out of here. Move,
Yeah,
move.
it's the dog. Sorry, guys. But yeah, that was definitely interesting to see on the way out. But I got to do something I really wanted to, which was going to one Cirque show, which is Beatles Love.
But we also
which
got to
they'll
go
be
Hell's
discontinuing
Kitchen.
too. Yes, that was
Oh,
a
you went
huge
to
thing I
Hell's
wanted
Kitchen?
to do also. Yes, and
What was
because
that like?
oh my God, it was so great. Because we went in our wedding attire because it was our
Oh,
wedding
yeah.
dinner.
Yeah.
And like I made sure to put that on the reservation and everything, but we had to basically walk through all the entire like Caesar's Palace property from where we parked to where the restaurant was, just
Okay.
because of how parking was. So
In your wedding attire.
yeah. So
Nice.
we're like, people are beeping at us in the parking deck and cheering as we're walking through the casino and like,
Nice.
congratulations, like everyone's yelling like and cheering. It was so cool. So we got to like Hell's Kitchen. They give us a table right at the front so we can see like all the action in the kitchen.
Cool.
They like treated us super duper well the whole
Oh
time.
my God, that's like VIP treatment.
Yeah. Then they gave us
Just
the
wearing
chef-
your wedding clothes, you know, that's fucking
Then
awesome.
the chef gave us dessert for free.
Wow.
Yeah, I get up to go to the bathroom, and I come back, and he's like, "Go ahead."
Just a waitress came over to me and said that a Canadian couple purchased us a champagne toast
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
because they were sitting at the bar and it was
Okay.
all us and was just like,
buy them a champagne
Buy them a
toast.
champagne toast.
Very
But
cool.
don't tell them it was us, but we're out of here. And then, so...
The champagne in that place is like $30 a glass. Like everything.
Oh,
is, like,
yeah, I
uber
know.
expensive.
I
So I
know.
was like, holy crap! I can't believe somebody would do this for us.
I once saw a bottle of Sauza Gold, $200. It's like $30 in the liquor store.
Yeah, exactly.
It's insane.
So I was like, holy crap, I can't believe it. These complete strangers did this kindness for us. And then the staff even went as far as to like lay my dress all out and take pictures of us like in front of
Wow.
the kitchen and everything.
Oh, that's
so that way you
cool.
can like see it all in the background. It's so cool.
Wow.
But they were awesome and treated us so well the whole time we were there. Oh, and we got free parking that night too.
Yeah, free
Look at
parking.
that.
That's a big deal.
That's a
Yeah.
life. That's a hell of a life hack. Just like wear a wedding dress.
Just wear a wedding
Yo,
dress.
honestly,
It's no big deal.
It made me think about it, and I was like,
I know. I
I
was
was like,
like, we
how
should
many-
do this
like-
every
All the time.
night. We should have done it every night after our wedding
I was like,
happened.
I was
Should have
like-
went to the Beatles.
I was like, now we can
that.
pick a different destination area where people get married, and then we just dress up in our wedding gear
and go to a fancy dinner.
and go to fancy dinners. Oh, we cannot eat here. It's not fancy enough.
This is not.
Just don't ever tell
fancy enough
anybody
for
that you
Squidward
actually got
fancy
married
sons.
like that day, and then you can always say,
Yeah,
like,
we
you
got
know,
married.
It's not like we're not married. Like we did
We got
get married.
Yeah, we got
got
married.
married, yeah.
We got married.
Yeah.
We just got married
Got married.
17 months ago. 17?
Yeah.
17 minutes ago, he said.
Weeks
17
ago.
minutes.
Weeks. 17 weeks.
The honeymoon never ends.
The honeymoon that never ends. After the 21st week, we'll stop.
Oh, I stopped.
Jeez. But yeah, the Vegas experience though was something that was kind of cool. You know, seeing the gambling and shit was like we put like $30 into machines and tried, but like wasn't really into it. But seeing all the other shit that was inside some of these casinos was kind of cool.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
The fancy shops and all that shit with like the painted sky and shit. And, yeah, it's like
Disneyland for adults.
it's pretty much like that,
It is.
but there's a lot of semen seeds running around.
There are
They have-
tons of kids
They got
everywhere.
they got like Hershey World there. They got like a fucking M&M
Who goes to
World
Vegas for a
and
family
shit.
vacation?
a lot of people.
A lot of
That's
people
stupid.
now.
The
A
people
lot
with
of people
gambling
are going.
problems,
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Indeed.
People with closet gambling problems.
Yes, and then not only that, it's like, all right, well, Dad's gonna go gamble and Mom's gonna take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna
Or
go
sit
to
by
the water
pool
park.
and drink, and you're gonna play here.
She's gonna drink her pool of mimosa.
Poolside mimosa while Daddy gambles.
Yep. Where's Daddy? He's in the Borgata. He's trying to win. But didn't he lose the house? That was last time. Not this time. Oh, man. How are you about gambling?
I don't gamble much.
Like, dude, like, have you been to Atlantic City and all that shit?
Yeah. Well, I've been to Vegas, Atlantic City, but I don't.
How
gamble.
was your Vegas experience?
I've told you about my Vegas
Yeah.
experience
But,
with
like,
the hanging
what-
out with the whalers and
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, I did as much of the sightseeing stuff as I possibly could. I drank a lot, so you know.
Yeah, you walked that whole to the when I
walked
drove
from
that
Fremont Street back to the
you're,
strip.
You're fucking dumb.
You know what I'm talking about now,
you're
right?
fucking dumb.
It was a bad idea.
during the day.
During the day.
What time of the day?
I mean,
What time of the day?
we woke up that morning and did the 25-cent margaritas for breakfast at Fremont Street.
Okay.
We got the free limo ride to get there. Had no plan of getting back. So it was after, brunch margaritas.
So yo, dude,
So, like,
you roasted
noon.
in like the hottest part of the fucking
it
day.
was probably like getting close to like noon.
Yeah,
Like
you roasted
peak sun.
and you walked like, in my opinion, like 7 miles.
It was a miserable experience. And I think part of me doesn't recall a majority of it because it was just so dramatic that my mind just blocks it out. But I do remember realizing it was like finding the Holy Grail, because you can see the stratosphere the whole time.
Yeah, it's
know that's the tip of the strip, so it's like that's what I'm aiming for.
Yeah.
And then before I got there, I saw, remember Pawn Stars, that show?
Yeah.
The pawn shop is on the road that I was walking on, and I kind of came to it, and I was like, "Oh my god, civilization! I can't believe it!" And it happened to be like Pawn Stars. I'm like, Chumley, where's Chumley?
Yeah. I looked. Yeah, we passed it, but like we weren't. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. So it was, but to me, it was like seeing civilization.
But for you, like me passing,
so
I was like, eh.
I was so
and
thirsty.
you're like,
and we were meeting people. We were meeting people at the stratosphere. So as soon as we got there, we obviously I was fucking beat. My feet were sore. But then we went up on the rides up at the top of the stratosphere. And did I tell you the story that the one got stuck when I was out there?
Yeah, that's and
that was a bad day, man.
Fuck you, by the way, because
Why?
I saw a package deal where you could do all the rides and shit, and she was like, "Hell to the fuck no."
Yeah, after hearing
you-
your story,
did you-
I was
did
like,
you-
The
yeah,
story
no.
about the one.
She
Yeah.
was like, "Did you not hear his fucking story?"
Like, if that would happen to me, I would completely lose it.
Yeah, the arm getting stuck out, and I'm just like hanging. Like, oh man, of course
I
this
couldn't
happens.
handle
Just
that.
don't look down. Just don't look down. Yeah.
Don't look back.
She
And
probably
like
has
the
to
worst
go.
part about it is everyone just kind of looking at each other like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know what to do? Get me off of this.
Tootsie, it's not time yet.
have to go potty.
Yes.
Do you have to take a shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Here we go.
Oh, smart girl.
All right.
What a good girl.
Yeah. She was like, "No, I gotta go pee and poo right now."
Nice.
So, yeah, she told us. So, everybody's kind of deal with that. That's how Frenchies work, I guess.
You gotta listen. They'll tell you. You gotta listen.
But, the flight back was fucking rough. They stole our souvenirs out of TSA.
What?
Yeah, in our checked bag. You know, they like rummaged through our shit, and like checked our shit, and took our fucking souvenirs.
What kind of souvenirs?
Well, every souvenir that we brought back for our friends and stuff, like things for everybody.
Oh, goddamn, really?
Every single thing.
That
Except for
blows.
like the stuff that we had in our own bags. And the clothes that we packed.
That's shitty.
Yo. And I knew because I put it in this big dispensary bag because they gave us like a really big bag that we paid for.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right, cool. I looked for it and I was like, babe, have you seen the new bag? And she's like, nah. And I was like, well, where the fuck is it?
That's shitty, man.
So then, mind you, we landed in Philly, got to the park and ride where our car was, drove home, grabbed the kids, come home, unpack, do inventory to make sure we have all of our shit,
Mm-hmm.
and then to go, all right, boom, 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 call them, start the fucking claim, because God knows when they're going to actually get to that shit. So, yeah, real shit, man.
So you can claim that stuff?
When you have missing items in your from a checked bag, fuck yeah, you can. That's a fucking, it's a missed claim. Yeah, I know I packed all my shit. And then not only that, they didn't even fucking put a sticker on our shit that said that your shit was searched. Because they usually leave you a letter or a sticker.
They just fucking stole it.
Yeah, they stole our freaking souvenirs. Just swiped it right out of our bag.
That's bullshit. Can't say
Yay.
I'm surprised. I don't know. I feel like that's something that would be rampant. You know.
People are, well, Slipknot did have a song called "People Equal Shit," so I guess sometimes that is true. But you know what? There's claims processes and all that stuff, and we did that. So
Yeah, hopefully we'll get a little something back. But
yeah, we'll see what happens. But like it was just like kind of like like somebody farted on our nice new cupcake. You know what I mean? It's like, man, we got this nice cupcake, and then there you go. So it's
Yeah.
like all the shit that we wanted to share with everybody. It's like, hey, we got this cool shit for you because when
guess
we
what?
were
We
there,
can't
we
give
thought
it
of
to
you.
you.
And it's like, guess what? We can't give it to you.
Oh.
And then we thought of you, and when we were here, but guess what? We can't give it to you.
Yeah, thank goodness they didn't take the kids' stuff except for our matching family bracelets because we got the four of us like matching
They
bracelets.
took that too.
They took
Yeah.
that
That's
too.
stupid.
They were like little stupid bracelets too. They weren't anything expensive.
Yeah.
Like it was, yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna
that
try to purchase
the
them again.
kids' stuff at least made it back the major things. And then the pin set that we got his parents from the Raiders stadium.
That was an icing on the cake, I would say. It was
Yeah,
going
that
to
was
see
super
that beautiful new stadium that they just built.
We did like the behind the scenes tour, and then we did the drink with the view. John got this little add-on to it for us where you could like sit in the stadium and have a drink and just chill there.
Very cool.
It was cool.
Yo. What a beautiful stadium, though.
It literally smelled like a new pair of sneakers because everything in it was so brand new yet.
Nice.
But we got to see like the owner's suite. We got to go in it and like look around. It was amazing looking.
Very cool.
Herringbone fucking marble floor.
Yeah, it was like crazy.
See, he's like, ooh.
They were like,
Nice.
don't touch anything, don't lean on anything, like nothing.
That's wild.
If
Yeah.
you see a piece of candy, don't touch it. If you see a toy, don't touch it.
It's not yours. You are not a guest in here. But yeah.
And if you are good, just maybe, I'll lie it down in the lower area.
And yeah. But yeah, we actually got to like walk on the field and stuff, which was cool, like on the sideline.
Very nice.
I took a picture of our feet in the turf because I was like, look, we're on the field. My mom was cracking up when she saw the picture. She's like, oh, you had to take it to like prove you were on the field? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Everybody wants a picture of their beat up shoes.
My run around shoes.
Yeah, I had these dumpy things on. But these shoes came in quite handy that day, let me say, because we almost missed our flight home.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god!
Yo.
And
On some real shit, like Home Alone
skin of
style.
our teeth, we were running Home Alone style through the airport, and then I start having a panic attack while we're running. So I was like hyperventilating and like
Oh my
this.
God.
Yeah, I was having a panic attack while running, but I was still fast as hell because I was panicking. So I was like running full out. Even he was like shocked by my speed.
Well, I bought this fucking, suitcase, right?
Piece of shit just to
and
make it.
and like it had two wheels, which I bought the 4-wheel one, but the construction on it not so good. I didn't think it was so good, because like, and then with all the weight that I had in there, I was like, I gotta go with the 2 wheels.
Poor choice.
Running with a 2-wheel luggage bag was like jamming into my fucking like ankle, like at least 6 times.
I was able at
I
least
can count
run
at
with
least 6
mine
times.
like on all 4 wheels and get through quickly. But yeah,
So she would look like fucking Tinkerbell and shit running with a fucking suitcase. And then I got the fucking check bag and the fucking my suitcase getting slammed into me.
yeah. Some dude actually goes to me, for as little as you are, you sure are fast.
Oh, my God.
Because I was like, zip, zip. Yeah, because the best part is, after we get our, like, checked bag handed over, the stupid lady working at the counter gives me my boarding pass but doesn't give me my ID back, and I don't realize it till we're halfway up the giant escalator, and I look at it and I'm like, oh my god, she never gave me my ID back. So I'm like, take my suitcase. So as soon as I get to the top of the escalator, I run back down the other side all the way across the airport to where the stand is, and the lady's like, oh, I thought you might be back for that, and she like just got done telling us, you guys need to move now or you're not gonna make it. And I'm like, yeah, thanks, bitch. So then we finally get through like security and everything, and we just sprint through the terminal to our freaking gate, and they're like just going through trying to get like the standby people seats, and I'm like, don't give anyone our seats, we're here.
Oh man, they were gonna give your seats away? That sucks.
Yeah, that's where they were getting to.
Yeah, they were getting to the fillers.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I was like, no, we're here.
You will not fill my seats.
I'm like, we have tickets. And it was funny. We get
You
on the
have
plane
not
and
taken off yet.
Yeah, and the one flight attendant's like, you made it. It's okay. You can breathe now. And I was like, oh, yeah, we did. Because I'm, like, having a panic attack and, like, hyperventilating and shit. And I have just sprinted, like, around the airport, like, twice because of this.
So you're just like about ready to pass out.
I'll
yeah,
tell
I
you
was
what.
about to. I thought I was going to die.
Oh, that
And
bitch
then I had
slept.
then I had to it was the adrenaline rush, and then I had a cough because I had like all this mucus and shit in my chest, and this is like the first time you can fly without a mask, and there's a dude next to me. I'm like,
Oh my
shit,
God.
I have to cough. So I'm
You
sitting
can't
there,
cough
I'm
anymore.
like
You can't cough, you
hyperventilating, and I'm
can't
like,
sneeze.
I'm like doing this, trying not to cough, and he's getting pissed off at me from the sounds I'm making. And then the old dude next to me clears his throat and coughs, and I'm like, thank God. And then I just scoffed next to him because he was like, I'm like, that was my permission to cough.
Yeah, I was like, you're not allowed to cough right now. This
I'm
is
like-
an anti-cough zone
I'm
right
like,
now.
I fucking know, and I'm like literally making noises like
you
this.
Cough, you know?
It was just like mucus
man.
from
People
running.
need to just get over it.
Oh, I know,
Yeah.
but the guy next to me was like cool, and he was like this older dude from like the Philly area that was in Vegas to see
He
his
remembers what
daughter
it's
be
like to be able to
married.
cough in public.
Yeah, and he even like laughed about it then too, because I was like, I was trying so hard not to cough, and he's giggled. He's like, "You're fine. You don't seem too sick to me." And he was even cool and like helped us get our bags down and stuff, so other
His
people
daughter
wouldn't
got
bombard us. So we got
married
lucky.
at the Strat.
Yeah, on top of it.
Yeah.
He said she's been a daredevil all her life, so it just kind of fit her perfectly. So it was
They
kind
were
of
gonna
cool.
jump, but it was too windy.
Yeah,
and
they
that
were gonna
would-
jump
yo,
for
you
their
could do
wedding.
bungee thing.
And that was
Yeah,
the day that we
that's-
went and got our license. And
Oh, we almost saw an old lady get blown across the street.
Like, it was like a Michael Jackson,
She was
like, you know, Billie Jean, like, Billie Jean, psh, nama. Like, straight up pushing this old lady. She's like, I'm gonna get my gambling on.
She couldn't even walk across the street. She's like in the
Thank-
wind.
Oh, the wind.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like, was
Yo,
she
the
on
wind
drugs
was
or
strong,
something?
though.
She on
Yo.
No, the wind was just that strong. Like,
Like-
we had a hard time walking through it, and it almost blew this tiny old lady
The
away.
only time I felt wind, like, stronger than that was Buffalo. And that was, like, cold wind, too.
Ugh, that sounds terrible.
So it was like, and it was like whipping. I was like, "Ooh," and like when I mean like, it was similar to the situation, but like this lady was bundled up in a jacket, like trying to like get into her office building, but like then like
Yeah.
she got to the door, like
She's like trying to
you know,
hold
like,
on to it
just
to
like
get in.
holding on for dear life to this building. It's like just hoping that the door doesn't break off. It's like with the force of the wind and myself, I don't think I'll break. the
Yeah,
door.
we were getting whipped with like sand that day and everything from it blowing all over.
Yeah,
the
my
place.
sunglasses definitely have some casualty.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
From
got some sand
Yeah,
scratches.
some sand scratches.
That blows.
Yeah,
I
it's
just-
part of the conversation starter, right?
Until I replace the lenses again because I feel bad. 'Cause
No,
I-
that's all good. But you can see that in the photo if you zoom in.
yeah.
Left eye.
Which
My
he was
left eye.
very quickly told by the photographer to remove his sunglasses.
Oh, you were gonna take all your pictures with the sunglasses
I was,
on?
He was
it was
trying.
in the fucking sun, my
Yo, it was
guy.
awful.
It's for the lighting. You gotta, the sun's
We were
gotta
like
be
this,
facing
though.
you. I know.
It was like,
But it was blinded by the light.
the best part, though, I would say, is when everyone gets to
I feel
eventually
like a
see
douche.
the video of our ceremony. Is we both visibly laugh in the beginning of the video because we're laughing at our officiant. Because before the ceremony started, he had an accent, but he spoke pretty normally.
But he put on
then,
an officiant voice.
Go ahead, John. Lay it out.
And let me tell you. Like, I was like, no, you're not.
So
No,
we
you're
literally
not.
laugh
No.
in the video. It's so funny, and I'm like, wow, we're giant jerks.
I was like, yep, we can't redo this, and it's on video.
Yeah, there's no taking that one back. We're both caught being giant assholes.
Which, 710. The local event for all the friends and family, obviously, that, could not fly out to Vegas because that shit is expensive. Even when we did book that shit, it was still expensive, but not as expensive as it became.
Ooh, not remotely.
How much did it cost? Can I ask that?
For us, round trip, we did it for under $600 for both of us. But now it's like $1,200 plus a piece round trip.
So you picked a good time to go.
Well, we booked it at the right time because the same dates booked like 2 months after we booked our flights were it was like $1,200 a person round trip.
Yikes.
So
Yeah,
we booked
we would've-
pre-war over there.
Yep. Pre-gas issues.
Yeah. So
yeah, we made out in terms of that. But thank goodness, because if we would have waited, it would have been like not as fun of a trip because we wouldn't have had as much to spend on the experiences then, you know what I
True.
mean?
Yeah.
it's like, hey, let's have some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Yeah.
Mm.
I
Taste that raspberry jelly. It tastes so damn good.
Oh, now I could go for one of those Krispy Kreme donuts.
You have plenty of them,
I
so
know.
fortunately
With
you'll
jelly.
be able to eat one of them. Yummy jelly.
Raspberry jelly is
So
off the
good.
fucking chain. Off
Trinity
the
definitely
fucking
has
chain.
been eating the raspberry
If
ones.
anybody out there, Krispy Kreme,
gonna
what's
eat
your
one of the
favorite?
giant
Obviously
Me
the
too.
original glazed is classic. All right, so let's just it's like cereal talk. You know what I mean? Like we get rid of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. All right, we all know it's the best fucking cereal ever,
Yeah, hands down winner.
hands down.
No contest.
No contest.
So everything else, it's like
Everything else is
is
just a competition for second place.
I don't.
But we're
Yes.
gonna call it a first place trophy.
I don't agree. That's not the best cereal.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, what? What's the fucking
What do you
best
think
cereal?
is the best cereal?
Yeah, what's the
yeah,
fucking
what's
best
your
cereal?
best cereal?
My
then?
favorite cereal is peanut butter Captain Crunch.
Yeah, but do you like Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
I do, yeah.
Everybody likes Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I guess.
Everyone.
That's what makes it the best.
See, Captain Crunch is good, but it's got to get soggy first, or it hurts the
That's
hell
what I
out of
mean.
No,
my
I
mouth.
like
Crunch
crunchy
is like-
cereal, which I can't do right now with braces, but I
Yeah.
enjoy crunchy cereal.
I used to fuck with the Oops
I
All
like
Berries
crunchy
version.
That's a good
that
one,
was
too.
that was a good version of
I like
the
I like
Captain.
Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
But
In general.
the peanut butter balls, no man. I raised
Really?
you
That
no
was my
because
favorite one as a kid.
because I raised you Reese's
Reese's
Puff.
peanut-
Oh, Reese
Those are also
Puffs are the
good.
best.
I agree.
Because
I
then
love
it's like
those.
because Reese's Puffs
Out
are
of
better.
peanut
than
butter
that.
cereals, yes, I'd go with Reese Puffs.
But then also all chocolate cereals because it makes chocolate milk, so you can't really
Seriously.
go wrong with that.
Yeah, but although I've gotten Cocoa Puffs recently, and they don't
Cocoa
taste the
Pebbles.
same anymore.
Cocoa
You have to
Cocoa
go Cocoa
Pebbles are off the
Pebbles.
chain,
They're
yeah.
so
Yeah,
good,
yeah,
and they make
yeah.
the chocolatiest.
Cocoa Pebbles and Fruity
milk.
Pebbles. Pebbles were
Uh-huh.
just my shit.
I like the
Fruity
Pebbles.
Pebbles.
Me too.
Yeah.
And then they put the fucking marshmallows now in the Pebbles.
Do they?
Yo.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember when I was younger.
I'm like, yo,
and,
dude,
like,
they're
you know,
just
I
trying to
didn't- I
load
wasn't
up
as
on the
big of a
sugars, man.
stoner,
They're like, here,
so I
take all this
could, like,
sugar.
I got really fucked up off of like small amounts of weed, back when we were young. And then like would eat like big bowls of cereal. That was like my favorite thing to do. Like eat big
Your
bowls
favorite
of cereal
stoner
when you're
snack?
Stoned.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's
It was like whatever when back then. I was like whatever was
Just
available.
give me the cereal.
I
Yeah,
like
in a
corn
big
pops.
bowl.
I had to have
I
Pops.
love Pops. Yeah. Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks.
But you
is
know,
good.
cereal is like complete garbage.
Yeah,
Golden
it's,
Grahams.
it's trash, but it's
Well,
delicious.
there's like some of-
trash.
well,
I
the
like
good-
Raisin Bran.
the good
I always
cereals
love Raisin
are-
Bran.
Raisin
You
Bran
know,
is always a good
no.
one. Honey Bunches of Oats.
I like
Honey
Not gonna lie.
Bunches- yeah,
I
that
could get
one's-
down
That
with
one's
that.
pretty good.
And not feel bad
I
about
like
myself.
apple cinnamon.
I like the Honey
Cheerios.
Bunches of
I
Oats
like
with
that too.
almond.
I like Life.
Mhm.
The blue
Life
box. The
cereal.
blue
Life
box is good.
Life
Life
cereals.
is the only one I
We've
like.
Life
gotten
is good.
Life recently.
Cinnamon
because
Life.
it's soggy.
The cinnamon life
You
is
can
really
Cinnamon
make it
good.
Life.
soggy easy. I can eat
Yeah.
it with my braces. That's why.
Did you ever fuck with the what was it, the Quaker Oat Squares,
Yeah,
which
those
was
are
like
pretty
their
good.
version?
Frosted Mini
of it.
Wheats.
I love frosted.
What about-
Mini
That's
Wheats.
okay, but it tastes like a
grape
grandpa
nuts.
cereal with
I like
fucking
grape
extra
nuts.
sugar.
I love Grandpa cereal.
I do too. My dad used to get the big shredded wheat, like the blocks,
Yeah.
and like
What was the
crinkle
point
it
of
up
making
in
them
the-
so big? I never
I don't
understood
know,
that. Like you
but-
put it in a bowl and
But
try
the
to
thing-
eat it. You're like,
no,
what
you
do I do
gotta
with this?
Yeah,
sprinkle
soak it
it
with the
apart
milk.
first and
Yeah.
pour a
Soak
bunch
it.
of milk. And my dad would always throw a bunch of like granulated sugar over it for me and make it like a porridge almost, and it was delicious.
I
It
love
reminds
those.
me, yeah.
Keep you regular too.
Yeah, take a big healthy
My great grandma
dump.
used to eat grape nuts with like half
Yeah.
and half.
Grape
and
nuts are
sugar.
good.
I used to fuck with
Half and half though, not milk. Half and half.
Cracking
and sugar.
Oat Bran.
My
Cracking
grandmother
oat.
always did
Okay.
Rice Krispies with banana cut up on it and a little bit of sugar.
You do that.
It's pretty tasty.
I
I used to-
typically don't like the banana in the cereal because I just feel like it's a texture thing. I love bananas.
Banana's really good.
Yeah.
You know what's really good? Banana bran muffin.
Mm-hmm.
If you put banana in your bran muffin, because bran muffin by itself tastes like asshole. But
Well,
you
it'll
put
make
banana
your
in it.
asshole go
Banana
crazy.
flavor, it adds a lot.
Yeah,
I like anything
yeah.
banana flavor.
Well,
Yeah, so-
bananas,
But
flavor for
I like
sure.
All right.
Banana Ritas.
See now,
Food.
see, we've
gone
we
down
popped
a
the cherry. We popped the cherry,
rabbit
guys.
hole of food.
We fucking brought up the F word. What the
Fucking
f- what the
food.
Yep.
fucking food. So I guess it's time for us to go.
Those glitzies are waiting
All right.
for us, babe. And pasta
Time to go
salad.
eat.
'Cause
Go
we're
eat
We got,
fancy.
we got
Gonna eat donuts
glizzies
and
and pasta
glizzies.
salad and donuts. Like, 'cause
Yum.
we're American fucking
That's an
newlyweds.
American
And
dinner.
then Tums when I get home.
Yeah, and then Tums.
And then Tums to wash it all down
Yep. Tums
with
and
a sody
ibuprofen.
pop.
Tums and ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially.
It's candy
And
for
then
adults.
caffeinate it up tomorrow to get the day going and finish it out.
Yeah.
Howdy-ho.
Woohoo.
But yeah, so this episode was fun. We got to, thank you for having the Mississippi. Thank you, Mississippi, for
I know. I'm
That's
so
me.
happy you
That's
came.
You're
It
Mississippi.
was such a nice
I have off tomorrow,
surprise.
so I don't have to wake up in the morning. So I figured I could come out on a school night.
Yay. You were allowed to come out.
Hell yes. But so we had couples night here.
We did.
Congrats again.
Aw,
Thank you.
thank you.
Mr. and
And,
Mrs. Hippie, or Devil.
Oh.
Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, I was gonna say you're still the hippie soul.
Yeah.
You know,
You're the
you know.
devil's soul.
She, I don't know. Yeah,
Are you
we-
hyphenated though? Would you hyphenate like hippie
Yeah, like, yeah,
soul,
like, what's the-
devil,
Hippie devil.
devil soul, hippie devil?
I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. I
Yeah,
guess.
figure that out.
But yeah,
I don't know.
I'll be dealing with all the name change stuff as soon as that the document gets here from Nevada. It's ordered and on its way. It's just has to get here.
All right.
And be truly official on
Yep.
all state doctrines.
Woohoo!
Well, more than the hurt finger, yo.
Yeah,
It takes an adjustment. I didn't.
Wearing a ring.
Yeah.
and also switching from saying fiance to husband.
Oh.
Like I keep calling him my fiance by accident. I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean my husband,
I just go with Jess because it's easy.
my Jess.
Jess, my Jess. That's my Jess.
Because
My
wife is
Bonnie
weird.
lies over the ocean.
I had a teacher that used to sing that to me
My
every time he saw me
Bonnie
in
lies
school.
over the sea. Yeah.
Yep. That's a good one.
My Bonnie.
I have a song.
Well, thank you also to our posh friend from across the
Very
pond.
big thank you for being
popping
here.
in and congratulating us in the live setting as well. Thank you for your time. Cheers. Thank you. Thank you all for listening to the show. Share it with your friends on Spotify, iTunes, and wherever you listen to podcasts. Because you know what? We're on there. How about that? So until next week, stay metal.
Be metal.
But recycle.